can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the New York Jets taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. first carry for Nick Chubb. And some space here. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. Past the 20 and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his third year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot in the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
At the 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
57, Mike, 57.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw and finding the tight end Hooper. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And the Browns first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught left side is Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Beckham Jr.
The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 5 catches, 94 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category, man. If you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a yard.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
14-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So out now come the Jets. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sam Darnold sacked.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
3rd and long. It's Darnold taking a shot for Samuel. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because...
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the first down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. (21-0) our score after one.
Browns 21, Jets nothing.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down,
they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Offense.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Nick Chubb.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
The kick.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams there to bring him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
Let's go. Number 53. Check right.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8. And it sets up a 3rd and 15.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Mayfield's pass intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down the middle.
He is good.
And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Jets, nothing.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
And 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
At the 47-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the toss to Bell running right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Wilson.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
The 15-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, Darnold. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the 1st half. You do have the entire 2nd half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mayfield completes it to Higgins. He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Barrios on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
57 for
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
The stop made by...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Again, it's Balaj. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now Balaj. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mayfield on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
10-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line, down at the 2. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Mayfield's pass complete to Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are pouring it on.
Steven Hauschka.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Darnold completes it, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
57, Mike, 57.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
First carry there by Le'Veon Bell. He's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
57 to Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort, and you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Mike, number 53, Mike, 53. I got him.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Browns.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one. And another first down.
48-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got 53, Mike 53.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Blue Dan. Check 31.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 38. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
on the tackle.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the 39.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
A gain of 7.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike 53. Hey, get the way.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
15-yard line.
53, check 53. All day, baby, all day.
From the the shotgun. It's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Jets 7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
57 Mike. 57 Mike.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Able to connect with Mims. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Denzel Mims.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He has really been buoyed here by a strong running attack. They've been great on the ground.
And have enjoyed the entire process because oftentimes when you're running the football well, that's much more of a team effort. Everyone has to come together to make it work. Offensive line, wide receivers, the tight ends when they're on the field, maybe an extra running back leading. It is a really nice thing to see, a team type of thing. And guess what? The quarterback, he can get out of the locker room a whole lot faster after this game. The interviews are going to go to the running back.
Yeah, now we hit the home stretch here in the 4th with their lead. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And again, it's Chubb. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
He was brought down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's third down.
They run it again with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here's Jamie Gillandale as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Crowder. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.